They should have believed his God has saved him. While you could not save your God, your gods could not save themselves. And the miracle continued. People looked and they saw Ibrahim enjoying this fire around him, sitting in peace, laughing. No, nothing is touching him. And the cries of astonishment were heard from everywhere. Look, a miracle is happening in front of you. What do you want more than this? By this miracle, no one believed except Lut, his nephew, Lut. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, but Lut had faith in him. Everyone else in the kingdom of Babylon at that time, even those who witnessed their idols being destroyed and those who witnessed Ibrahim inside the fire untouched, they remained unbelievers in the true religion of God, and they said, this is witchcraft. This is witchcraft. So Ibrahim came out of the fire untouched, and everyone was scared of him. The news spread so quickly until it reached the king that they worship. Many sayings, they mention the name of Namrud as the name of that king. When the story reached Namrud, he said, bring him to me. And he was taken to the king. Now the king asked, and everyone would witness this man sat inside the fire and was not touched. So he brought him to his palace, and everyone in the palace was watching. And the discussion now between Ibrahim alayhi salam and the king of Babylon started. Now, the first miracle, the miracle of the fire, was witnessed by the common people. Now he's talking to the king in the palace of the king. The king said to him, who is your Lord? Do you worship anyone but me and the idols? And he said, yes, I worship the one that gives lives and takes lives. Rabbi alladhi yuhyi wa yumeet. The king said, I give life and I take life. So he ordered 2 prisoners from the jail. And he said to his guards, this one, free him. This one, kill him. And they did. So he said, look, I gave life to this one. I killed the other one. I took the life of the other one. I give life and take life. Of course, Ibrahim alayhi salam and everyone else realized that this discussion was going into the wrong way. Ibrahim did not mean it that way. He's talking about giving the original life. He gives life originally. But the king is taking it into a wrong direction. And Ibrahim alayhi salam knew how to discuss. When you see that a discussion going into a wrong discussion, then do not continue with that discussion into that direction. Take it back to the original path. So he said, instead of continuing with the discussion of life and death, and he could have won it, but that would take a longer discussion, Ibrahim said, my God causes the sun to rise from the east. Can you cause it to rise from the west? And the arrogant king was taken aback. Of course, he could not. But still he did not believe. See, some people, we bring them the truth. We show them the truth. I remember I had a discussion with some of my Christian friends. And I said to them, see, the difference between Christianity and Islam, the major difference is one thing. You believe that Jesus is the Son of God. We don't. They said, yes. I said to them, what proof do you have that he is the Son of God? They said, the Bible. So I said to them, what if I prove to you that the Bible has contradictions in it, and thus you cannot trust it as a source of knowledge, true knowledge? They said, no, the Bible is the truth. I said, what if I can prove to you that there are clear contradictions in the Bible? How could it be the truth if it has contradictions? They refused to listen. I would listen to anyone who would say to me, the Quran has contradictions. And I will look and think and study and ask. And if it does, then it is not the truth. But these people refused even to listen. So this man was given the truth. A discussion between Namrud, the king, and Ibrahim alayhi salam proved to the king that he is on the wrong path. It proved to everyone around him that he is not God. He cannot control heavens and earth. He cannot change the movement of the sun or the earth. But still none of them believed. Instead of continuing the discussion to reach the truth, the king gave the order that Ibrahim should leave Iraq. He cannot continue in this city. Why didn't he kill him? See, the king was smart. See, they tried to kill him before and a miracle happened. Now, if he tried to kill him again and another miracle happens, then that would be the end of it. And everyone would believe in Ibrahim instead of continuing to worship the king. And thus, he would not even try to kill him. The best way is to get rid of him. And that was the order for Ibrahim to leave Iraq. And he was pushed into the desert in the direction of Palestine. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, I am going to my Lord. My Lord is everywhere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can be worshipped everywhere. God is not everywhere. God is not in every. This is one of the principles of Islam. God is not everywhere. God is above us, above all heavens and earth. And that is why we turn to him by asking him and turning up. He's always up there. But we can worship him anywhere, everywhere. So Ibrahim left and migrated to Palestine and Syria, and he went into the direction of Harran, the city in Syria today. He took with him his nephew, Lut, and later on he was joined by his wife, Sarah. Now, the story of Ibrahim in Iraq has ended. Unfortunately, nobody believed except Lut and then later on Sarah, his wife. Everyone else, even his own family, even the ones that witnessed the miracle, none of them believed. And this gives us a message that guiding people to the truth is in our hands, but making them believers is not in our hands. I can guide them, I can show them the truth, I can give them message, I can talk to them, I can do TV programs, send brochures, whatever. Yes, you can send the message, show them the truth. But whether they believe or not, it is not in your hands. So it is our duty to worship Allah and to call others to the message of Allah, but it is not our duty to make them believers. It is up to Allah and up to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Let anyone who wishes be a believer, and let anyone who wishes be a disbeliever. So now a new story, the story of Ibrahim in Syria.